Jesus. I'm going to start in Matthew 24. We studied this the other day, but I want to get a running start. So here in verse 29, it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened, the moon will not give her light, the stars will fall from heaven, the powers of the heavens will be shaken. This is speaking of that day of darkness, the valley of decision before Jesus returns. It's like God's grace for all of humans alive on earth. You have this short period of time where there's supernatural darkness. You can't move around to make a decision for Christ and give your life to Christ. Verse 30, then the signs of the Son of Man will appear in the heavens, and then all the tribes of the earth will mourn. They will see the Son of Man coming on a cloud of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a great sound of the trumpet, and they will gather together his elect from the four winds of heaven, from one end of heaven to the other. So here we see this day of darkness. Jesus comes as lightning from the east to the west, and so all of the earth is going to see. At that point, it's too late. You can't make your decision. Everybody's going to mourn, and that are here. I mean, they're going to feel bad that they didn't believe in the Lord. And again, we see the trumpet, we see the angels, we see us in the clouds. We went over all of that in our last teaching. But here in verse 32, now learn the parable of the fig tree. When the Bible refers to the fig tree, it's referring to Israel. Israel represents the figs in the fig tree. In Hosea chapter 9, verse 10, and Jeremiah 24, and Jeremiah 8, and Micah 4, and several times Israel, the Jewish people, are the fig tree. And I'm going to show you today that it's a fig tree, it's Israel, but it's more importantly, the signpost of Jesus' return is Jerusalem. So let's continue to read. Now learn the parable of the fig tree. When its branches have already become tender and put forth leaves, you know summer is near. So you also, when you see all of these things, know that it is near, even at the door. Assuredly I say to you, this generation will by no means pass away till all these things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my word will by no means pass away. Jesus is speaking here, and he's really telling us the signpost for my return is the generation that sees these things will not pass away. So when you go back, if we go back to chapter 23, verse 37, he says, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the one who kills the prophets, stones those that are sent to her, how often I would have gathered your children together as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings. But you were not willing. See, your house is left to you desolate. So we see him prophesying the desolation of Jerusalem in 70 AD. Chapter 24, verse 1 says, Jesus went out and departed from the temple. So he's in Jerusalem. His disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. Jesus said, do you not see all these things? Assuredly I say to you, not one stone will be left upon another that shall not be thrown down. Again, we're talking about Jerusalem. Jerusalem's the signpost. Everyone believes the prophetic clock started in 1948 with Israel becoming a nation. And it did. It was the first domino. But the real prophetic clock concerning the return of Jesus started in 1967 when Israel took the West Bank, which included Jerusalem. Now, when Israel's restored in 48 and Jerusalem comes back in 67, the next thing we're waiting for is the building of the temple. By verse 15, it says, therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing in the holy place, whoever reads it, let him understand. That begins great tribulation. So the signpost of the return of Jesus for us today, we know Israel's a nation, we know they have Jerusalem, is when they build the temple, we know that the clock is on, we're really close. And so I believe that process will begin by the end of this decade. I believe that the Ezekiel 38 war will come, and that 7-year agreement will come, and I believe that the building of the temple and the Jews going back to the ceremonial traditional system of sacrifices, which are meaningless essentially because Jesus already came, but that will start the prophetic clock, the last seconds of human history. So that's our message for today. Thank you for watching. Please share, follow, like, and comment, because when you do that, you help us. Even if you're watching on our phone app or on our website, if you're or on social media, by sharing this, you give us the opportunity to connect with people that are around you. And by commenting, Facebook has algorithms, Google has algorithms, and it brings us up in the searches. And then finally, pray about becoming a partner with us. We give all of our merchandise away for free. We don't sell anything here at the ministry. We have 8 workbooks. Some are still in production. And we have 1 book that we've written. We have 8 curriculums. All of that is given for free. If you want 20 books for a home Bible study, just pay the shipping and we'll send them to you. They're all free. So join us as a partner for $25 a month or more, helping us on our journey to give God's word away and not merchandise the gospel. God bless you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.